can't find a good angle for this. My phone is on a tripod. I should have rested it. Anyway, we're just gonna film because I'm kind of itching to do this video. It's been a crazy month. I thought I would start by, I'm all over the place, but I've got my coffee. It's slowly kicking in, but I thought I would start with just talking to the camera and talking about how my month kind of has been. I haven't really thought about it. Like, I haven't planned this video, so this is very stream of consciousness. I'm working it out with you and processing it with you. It's been a really crazy month, but mostly it's just been a really crazy few weeks. The beginning of the month was okay. I was on track for everything. I was supposed to have a shop date a lot earlier in the month, but I was waiting for washi tapes to arrive and they were super delayed, and they didn't arrive until last week. Or was it the week before? No, it was last week. So the end of the month was already going to be busy, but with the shop update delayed until now, and I had to pack orders for it and just, post a newsletter, make Instagram posts, like everything that comes along with it. Yeah, it just got really, really crazy. So this is the first day that I feel like I'm still busy, but I feel like I can breathe today. So I felt a lot better yesterday as I'm slowly just getting through the work and trying to chip away at everything. What I'm currently working on, so shop update is done. I've packed all of the current orders. I have no orders to pack right now, which is great. I have a market next weekend in Melbourne. I'm in Sydney, so I have to travel to a different state. I'm traveling there I'm flying next Thursday. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be in Melbourne for the market. So I need to do market prep. I haven't really done that. Usually I spend a whole month just stocking stickers, but because I've been a lot better with keeping my stock count up to date, there's a lot less pressure there. I got business cards made, so I don't have to make business cards this time. What else? I decided not to hand make envelopes. I used to hand make envelopes and that was super time consuming. So I had to, I wouldn't say sacrifice, but I just had to choose what I wanted to prioritize. And I knew that just cutting down on a lot of the handmade stuff at the market just made a lot of sense. Oh yes, also for the market, there's a gallery section in the market, so I had to work on a gallery piece for that. That is done pretty much, but I have to, I've printed the prints that people can write on. And so I have to figure out the logistics for how people can buy these, because I won't be there manning the gallery. It'll be kind of self-manned, like a trust system, but I will have to package them, write a little thank you note to include in there, and just package them up so that they can purchase it and pay for it and they know exactly what to do. But it's an interactive gallery piece. If you haven't seen no, you're not going to. So I recorded footage for all of this stuff, but it's not going to come out until maybe next week or later. The market vlog, I'm still very behind on footage, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm really just keen to catch up on footage as well. So that's probably my big goal for the next few months. I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm pretty much up to November, December footage now. So I'm only 2-3 months behind. It's not too bad. So the gallery is next week with the market as well. And then I also have workshops. I have journaling workshops. Why did my brain think it was a good idea to load myself with more stuff? But I am hosting 2 self-guided journaling workshops, which is centered around intentional self-care, and it's my first ever workshops and I'm really excited about it. I actually had a nightmare about it last night. I had a nightmare that I was late for the market, the workshop, and I forgot, and I got there and then I forgot all of my supplies. It was a lot of anxiety in that nightmare, but I woke up relieved that it wasn't real. And so I just need to make sure that I'm prepared for that as well. On top of that, I've also got Patreon things, Patreon rewards to make sure I get out. So I did start working on the sticker club, which I need to do every single month. I'm a little bit late for that, but I've made a start on it yesterday, which is great. I wanted to film this plan with me. I know YouTube technically is not the priority because if I miss a YouTube deadline, it's self-imposed. It's not that bad. But I've found a routine with YouTube again, and I'm really determined not to flake out on my YouTube. I disappeared for months because I don't know. I don't know what the reason was. I was going through it a growing pains, and I really need to figure out what I wanted to do. And I came back with journaling and just everything makes sense now. Anyway, we're getting off track. So it's a crazy month. It's a crazy past few weeks, and it's going to trickle over for the next 2 weeks into April. And so I guess that was the review. I guess that's reviewing how the past month has been. It's been good, but it's been a little too hectic, and even too hectic for my liking. I do like being busy, but not this busy where I feel like I don't even have the time to just journal in my life archives if I want to. So, I have been journaling still daily, doing my morning pages daily. There's a lot of non-negotiable self-care things that I feel like are very crucial to still getting work done, and I may do an unplanned podcast episode about that. It's a very simple concept, but I just feel like if you're a type A, type 1 kind of person, it's really easy to just be a workaholic. But I always call myself hedonistic in the sense where I'm just, breaks to me are essential. I'm never the type of person to overwork myself. I will work very, very hard, but I can't really overwork myself to the point of burnout and exhaustion because I'm too selfish about my joy, my pleasure. And so I will always make time. The birds are going absolutely crazy right now. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah, I will always prioritize my sleep, eating, enjoying myself, watching a YouTube video, listening to music, because it is important for me to regulate that, to regulate myself emotionally. I feel like I'm too in tune with that to ever push myself a little bit too far. And so I know when I need breaks, and it's hard for me to ignore that. So, again, I'll do that in another unplanned podcast episode, but let's review my goals for this month. I don't remember exactly what I wrote, like what I talked about in the last month, and I really don't want to watch my own 1 hour video back again. I find that so difficult to do, but I'm looking at my March calendar right now. I should pull it off the wall actually so that I can grab it, because I will need to replace this with the April calendar. So I'm going to review the month first, then I'm going to work on the April calendar and then plan the next month with you. But my goals for March, if you can see that, it was to do an unplanned podcast interview, which I did. I haven't edited it yet, but I'm still holding on to the fact that I can finish editing it this week. To tidy the second studio, which is just the next bedroom, which I did kind of. It's a little bit tidier, so I feel like I can tick that off. I'm going to tick that off right now. The third thing is to prep for the market. That's a vague one. I knew it was a vague task. I feel like I can tick it off because I have been making steps towards preparing for the market. There's still a lot to do, but I have started preparing. So I'm going to give myself that one, and prepare for the workshop. Again, I printed off the workshop stickers yesterday, which you won't see until another 2 vlogs, but I printed off this exclusive sticker that people get when they attend the workshop. So I have made steps towards preparing for the workshop as well. I'm going to email attendees today. Like I'm making steps towards it. So I'm going to say that is done. And I didn't write shop update, which is like, I should have, like I did that. So I'm writing shop update as a goal, and then I'm going to tick that off. I did have other goals, but I don't know, I kept that pretty vague for some reason. So I'm going to tear off all the content planning things. So that is pretty much, you can't see that because this is writing behind it. That's my March war calendar that I'm going to archive in my life archives, but that is my review for the month, I think. I also have it in my 2024 planner of like where I review the month. So again, I wrote my priorities are to prep for the market, to prep for the workshop, and do an unplanned podcast interview. And again, I think I did do that. I think I did that pretty well amongst other things. I should have wrote like finish gallery piece. That was a pretty big one. I'm going to fill these out later when I do the top down camera. But I think that's it. And I guess before I leave, and then you only see my hands, I guess I will talk about a little bit the next month. So the next month should be a lot more, well, no. So the second half of the month will be a lot more chill, I think. So when I get back from the market, we fly back the night of the market, just so I didn't want to pay for another night of accommodation and then Kevin loses another day of work. So it's a bit risky, but we're flying directly after the market ends. We're leaving. And then the next priority once I get back is to finish the designs for a notebook that I'm working on with Tiffany from Faded Chronicle. So we are collaborating on a notebook together. I'm designing the inner pages, but it's a collaborative effort in terms of the design idea. And the deadline is that week that I come back. So it's a very short deadline, but there should be nothing else. And I might actually keep the shop closed until after that, because I'm going to close the shop this Sunday because I'm going to be gone next week and I don't want to be packing orders in the lead up to the market. I just want that breathing room. So I'm going to close the shop for 2 weeks, I think. And yeah, that's a good plan. So I need to write that down. So right now I'm going to print the April calendar. I think all I need to do is do the Sunday start dates, because I have all the Monday start dates ready. I just need to do the Sunday start dates and add a quote, I think. And then I'm going to post that today for my patrons, but then I'm going to print it out for myself first. And then we're going to get into the planning. Do the usual planning out of all the Patreon tasks. And I haven't used my whiteboard in a while, so I might use that for the more nitty-gritty tasks, because I think with my wall calendar, I like keeping it a little bit cleaner, but with my whiteboard, I can be as messy as I want and just add as much detail as I want because I can just cross it out. So I might incorporate the whiteboard this time as well. It's not going to fit on my desk. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but all right. That is the plan. If you made it this far, thank you for hanging out and chilling with me while I process this month and the next month. Planning like this, like taking a day to plan and reset, really helps me stay on track and make sure that I'm aware of things coming up so that I'm not late. When I didn't used to do monthly plans, I definitely was late for a lot of things, especially with Patreon, because I didn't dedicate enough, like schedule in enough buffer time for tasks. And so I knew the tasks I needed to do, but I didn't have a specific like overview for how long each task would take and schedule it accordingly, if that makes sense. So I didn't mention, but today is Thursday, 28th of March. It is still a few days left of the month. 3 days left of the month. I think it's good to record this a little bit beforehand so that I can get this out by the end of the month. And I think it's good for me to make sure that like once the new month rolls around that I'm like ready to hit the ground running kind of thing. But all right, let's do this. Okay, so I've printed out the April wall calendar. I just put in this little quote here that says, "Don't let the fear of things not being perfect." Oh, it's not focusing. Sorry. Here we go. "Don't let the fear of things not being perfect get in the way of your progress." I feel like that's always an important reminder for me to hear. But hopefully as people are, taking on their goals, my patrons, I feel like a lot of my patrons do struggle with perfectionism. I think it's a very common thing, just to overthink things, especially when you're getting started. So this is a reminder to just focus on the progress and not the perfection, because I think if you focus on making everything perfect, it can stop you from even just getting started. And I say that from experience because I am a recovering perfectionist. I used to get so caught up into making sure everything was perfect before I really ever took a single step. And now I'm a lot better at just taking steps and just figuring it out as I go. And ironically, like, you grow so much more when you actually do. Anyway, it's not about that. This is not an unplanned podcast episode. Get it together. So I'm using my usual Muji pen. There's a Pentel Energel refill in here. It's 0.7. I'm not sure if I'm a 0.7 or 0.5 girly, but yeah, this is a 0.7. And we're just going to get started. So I'm going to pull up my digital calendar. Not that I have anything in there really, but let's figure it out. So I need to mark off when I'm going to Melbourne. Do I want to use a Mildliner? Maybe. I just grabbed a random color, so I guess I'm using this one. I don't know which one it is. Do I really want to freehand this? This is going to be a mess if I try to freehand it. Hopefully this video is not as long as the last one. The last one was an hour long. I mean, maybe that's a good thing, but let's aim for like 30-40 minutes this time. Not that I can control myself. Where do I want it? Up top? I feel like if it's on the bottom, no, let's go for the bottom. Remember, good enough. Not going to overthink it. Just highlight and go. Good enough. That's great. So Mellow Market weekend is here. So I'm going to write Mellow Market. And I don't need to write Melbourne. Let me just write it anyway. Melbourne. But also on the Friday and the Saturday, I have a journaling workshop. So I'll write that's not going to fit. I'll just do that. W shop. And same thing here. Oh, it's not going to fit. What have I done? Again, good enough. Really didn't leave myself enough space. Going to the Easter show on this day, so I'm going to write Easter show. That's a public holiday, so I'm really looking forward to that. I will need to do a weekly update on the Tuesday. I usually do it on the Mondays, but since I'm taking that day off, I guess I gotta start by just writing down all of the weekly updates. Okay, and the next thing would be Dear Diary episodes. So I think I have to record one on that day. Yes, because that's this week. And I didn't record one this week, so I always skip a week. So I have to record a Dear Diary episode on the Tuesday. Maybe I will push it to the Wednesday, record it on the Wednesday, and then I will edit it on the plane. I don't mind editing audio in the plane because it's not embarrassing to see, so I might do that because I don't like having multiple things in one day. I think it just looks, it's a self-imposed rule of like one thing a day, one priority a day, otherwise it'll just be a bit too cramped. So I think I will move that. Publish. Okay, that is an absolutely packed week, but also I do need to prep for the market here. The first goal is designing, task. I should stop calling these goals because I think I'm putting too much pressure on it. They're just things I need to do this month. So I definitely need to design notebook pages, but that makes sense to me. Design notebook. I will record video app, and then again here. Okay, so like I mentioned before, I'm going to keep the shop closed this entire week so that I can design the notebook in this week. So I don't want anything else this week. And then finish the sticker club on, it's a bit tight. It's not great, but that's okay. It's going to be like straight back into the work. Finish sticker club, but hopefully by this time I'm feeling a lot more free. There's a lot less on my plate. Not sure about the business check-in. These kind of weeks are a bit strange. It might be a bit too early to do a business check-in there, so I might move it to the weekend or the Friday. So I will leave that tentative for now. The newsletter is usually posted on the last day of the month, so I will squeeze that in. May newsletter. And then May printable, maybe I will post on the Saturday. And then also on the Tuesday is the A Club call, the monthly call that I have with a group of ladies, but I don't have room for it, so that's okay. It's on my digital calendar anyway. I think that's mostly it for the Patreon things. That's the key things. I should write in here when I had early access shop update. I believe I had it on the Friday, just for my own record that it's there. And then I had the actual shop update yesterday. And then I didn't do that. I did also have to skip the call this month because it was just way too busy this month, but I think that's it. So I guess last thing is to figure out the tasks for the month. Reusing this washi tape again because I think it's still good. And the lighter, like the tackiness is, like the less likely it'll damage the wall, so that's not bad. Alright, so I'm going to pull out my quarterly goals because now we're going to be in a new quarter, April, May, June. So I only had one thing here, which was the podcast interview, but I already just recently did one, so that's not going to be until the later months. The next shop update, I think, is July. I think that's when it is. That's why I wrote it here. So I do have a few months break, which is great. But that does mean I need to actually do the PE tapes and rubber stamps here, like design it so that it's ready for the shop update. I'm not going to worry about it too much in April because I think I want to give myself a 1 month break at least, or like 2 weeks break once I get back. But let me just write PET tapes, rubber stamps. I'm not too sure about the it's just the process of designing these is what is scaring me a little bit, but I know just once I get started it'll be okay. I believe in August also there will be a market. I will just write market, and then in September there will also be Mellow Market if I make that one. And in August I'm also going to Bali for a little holiday, so I don't need to write that down as a goal, but I guess for April's kind of my chill month because I don't want to be too crazy with that, but I think that's okay. Let me check my goals. Actually, one thing I'm doing for the gallery at the market is for my gallery piece, I'm going to scan the prints and people's messages on them and turn it into a zine. So I will need to work on the zine as well, I think. What do I write? Work on zine? No, I need to make the zine. Make gallery zine. That's really all I can think of. Again, I want it to be a super chill month, but let's plan out YouTube content. So again, I have this in my Notion. So I'm just pulling up that page now. What I've got for April is market vlog, which I think I will do here. The plan with me will be this week, I think. I don't want to block my quote. I'll put it here. I'll put it here. And then this one will be market vlog. This week, what did I write? Where did I write this? I planned this out, but now I can't remember where I put it. Oh wait, that's right. In my daily, which I will do a flip through of eventually, but I did just use, again, this journal is from 2019, but the dates match up perfectly to this year, so it kind of works using it. I put week in my journals, so I do have some footage of just, it's a bit all over the place because my studio vlog footage is behind, but I've got this, so I'm kind of bouncing between footage, but I think that's okay because I don't think anyone is watching it that linearly, keeping up with it, so I might do the week in my journals. When am I going to edit this? I have no idea. So this is very ambitious, but we will try. Market vlog, studio tour. Not sure about this. Again, that's why it's in pencil. The May plan with me. So I did make that the last week, and the reading update. Okay, so then I will do a reading update here. How do I want to do this? Do I really want to use these scrap pieces of paper? It's irritating, but at the same time, I really want to use it up. Let me cut this in half. This isn't very sticky anymore, but it'll do. Wait, this was the April reading update, a reading recap. Reading update. Because I do really enjoy just talking about the books that I've read and just ranting about them. Studio tour is a tentative, but studio tour. It depends if my studio is clean at all. I will need to clean it. Market vlog, and then week in my journals is here. I kind of have this random sticky tape. I might just use that. Yes, I keep everything because I just think, oh, maybe I'll use that randomly. It's not even sticky, but at least this way I can use it and then throw it out. Week in my journals, and that is the month planned. I think I'm happy with that. I'm liking how chill it looks after about Friday the 12th onwards, because I should be done with the design notebook by then. I don't know if I want to put down the videos as a task, because I guess once I've done it and I get rid of it, it's not there anymore. So I might do that just for like my reference that I've done it that month. Market vlog. I don't want to write down studio tour yet because I'm actually not sure, but I will write down May plan with me and April reading update. Okay, I think that is it. Nice and short and sweet. That's all I really need. It's on the back of scrap paper again, but I'm glad to be using that up. It is very, it's not great. It smudges everywhere, but again, it only lasts for the month, so I'm totally fine with that. I'm going to put that to the side while I grab out my 2024 planner again. So March, looking forward to, I'm not going to say the workshop, even though it is a huge life achievement for me. I'm just too terrified of it to be excited for it, if that makes sense. So I don't want to write that because I'm scared. And again, I had the nightmare about it yesterday. So clearly my subconscious is like terrified as well. So I don't want to write the market either because I'm scared. I'm too scared of these things. What was I looking forward to in this month? I guess new washi tapes. I should have written that. New washi tapes. Currently enjoying. I wrote songs there and books and just like what I'm currently like hyper fixating on. February I wrote new washi tapes because I thought it would arrive in washi tape. No, it didn't in February. Currently enjoying. I'm really loving this current song. This song that I have discovered recently called Morning by Charlotte Lawrence. I was mowing the lawn this morning and I was listening to that on repeat. So I'm currently enjoying Morning by Charlotte Lawrence. Book that I am loving, which you will hear all about in my April reading update. Even though I read it this month, I don't have time to film a March reading update. Also, I did do the reading log recently, so I don't think you care about that, but I loved Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. And I know that this is not a book for everyone because it was very, very slow, but I have a very particular taste when it comes to books, especially romance books, and I wouldn't even call this a romance book. I loved the book so much, and I actually really liked her previous book. I can tell that people won't like the way she writes her characters, but I personally really do. And I like this one way more than her previous book because it was apparently her only adult book. It's her first adult book, and you could tell it was much better. There is a second book coming out. Again, this is not a reading update, but I'm so excited for that. But yes, I'm really enjoying these two things. Oh, and I've got to write daily logging. I started that this month, and again, I will do a flip through, but I am loving it so much, just obsessed. And this was absolutely inspired by Chris from Ellen Nim. The way that they do their daily logging is just fantastic, but I have been enjoying this so much. I think it's been 3 weeks now, almost the entire month, about 3 weeks. Yeah. So really loving this. But I will do, that's today. I will do a flip through and just share my thoughts, I think, in like a month's time, because I don't like to film too early on an update because I think I do change my mind a lot, which I think is normal, but I feel like I just don't want to make a video about it until like I'm sure. I want to give myself that time to experiment and try new things. But so far it is going very well. Struggling with doing too many things, just way too many things this month. And while I'm just very grateful and lucky for the opportunity, it is very tough. And I know it's too much when I start to feel a little bit of panic every single morning when I wake up. Like, I love what I do, but even I have my limits on how much work I do. So doing too many things is probably the main struggle. Last month I was struggling with memo pads, which is really funny. Okay, so I did tidy the second studio. Finalized journaling workshops. That's like a... I don't know where I was at that point. I think I hadn't even started selling it yet, so I think I can tick it off. I didn't mention like shop update at all, which is kind of like, I think because I was thinking I have to do it. I don't have a choice, but I think just for like history's sake, I should write that I did do the shop update and I did finish the gallery piece. There's a lot more, and I feel like it's unfair of me to not have mentioned that, but that's okay. That's a note to self for next time. But I really like this little snippet of what I'm currently enjoying because like it's already so different from the previous months. Like the song, the genres are different. The book genres are pretty much the same, but the song genres are very different. So that's March. That's not too bad. I'm going to leave it there. Okay, so let's do April. So my priorities for April, the journaling workshops, the market. So I guess I do Mellow Market is a priority. I almost didn't want to write this because I'm like, it's going to happen anyway. Like, it's not really a priority I need to focus on. I mean, I need to focus on it, but again, just from experience of like, regretting not writing shop update as a priority, like it's still a priority for the month. And gallery just Mellow Market / gallery, journaling workshops. And the third priority is notebook collaboration. That is a huge one. With Faded Chronicle. I am looking forward to more time to journal. I'm looking forward to... Yeah, that's it. I'm going to write that. I mean, I shouldn't have written going to Melbourne here because I wasn't going to Melbourne in March. So I think going to Melbourne here counts. Going to Melbourne. I really hate that it's repeated, but you know, good enough. Currently enjoying, struggling with, I will leave until the end of the month. To-do list, market vlog is, I was thinking log. Market vlog is a priority. Design notebook is a priority. Gallery zine is a priority. April reading update. And the last one is, maybe I should do a separate column for videos, like content. But that's fine, because I'm just realizing again, once I get rid of these, then it'll be gone. But I did write it on the top here. Again, I'm still trying to figure out what works best for me for like looking back on later on. So I'm still tweaking as I go. What was I going to write? I was going to write something else. Market vlog, design notebook, gallery zine, April reading update. Oh, and May plan with me. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. What I want to do now is update my numbers. I didn't do this last time because I wasn't filling it in on the last day of the month, but I figured what I can do is still fill it out in pencil, the stats as of today, just so I can share it with you all, like the growth. But let's fill out February. So February 29th, when I filled it out, I had 9,394 followers. So that's a growth of 86, again, from December to January. I think because I had a reel, it was the Techakagi reel that went, it's a very simple one, but it went viral a little bit. So I got a lot of followers from that. 86 is still very high. I'm pretty sure I lost followers. So March was a bit of a struggle for followers, but like I don't really care. It's not in my control, so that's fine. Number of posts. Oh, I'm not sure. I don't know if my calendar is accurate for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think I posted 6 times. I'm going to check my Instagram just in case. So 1st of February, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that's not mine. That's a collab. 6. Yep, 6 times. Okay. So I'll write 6 posts, which is pretty good. Same as last month. YouTube, I had 6, 7, 2, 6, plus 70. Growth of 70 subscribers, which is actually quite good. And I think I grew only by 30 this month. Number of YouTube posts, YouTube videos. I don't think I posted this 25th February. No, the first video I posted was the March plan with me on the 3rd of March, and then the studio vlog, and then, oh wait, February. I'm talking about February. Oh my God, I'm getting confused. I posted that 31st of January. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I posted 4 videos. I don't trust my brain. So yeah, 4 videos, which is excellent. And then I decided not to track this anymore. This is just going down. But what I might do is change that to Patreon. So patrons in January, I had 59. Don't worry about that. I don't need this column at all. In February, I had 63. That was a strangely good month. And let me get my pencil so I can write in pencil currently. It shouldn't change too much, but just in case. Currently, I have 62 patrons. I have 62, yes, patrons right now. So that is a growth of 4. And this is a growth, this is -1. I mean, I don't like this, but whatever. I'm not focusing on the minuses. But PBJ Instagram in March, again, this went down for sure. It was 9378 yesterday, but I feel like it's gone down even more. 9374. So I actually have been losing quite a lot, but that's okay. That's life. That's the nature of things. So that's -20. And I didn't post very much this month, but not too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I posted 5 times still. That's actually pretty good. Okay, 5 times. And I will probably post 1 more time. So I thought I didn't post at all this month. That's not too bad. And YouTube, I currently have, oh, I broke 6,760. I was on 675 something for like weeks. And now I'm on 6761, which is very exciting. 6761 minus 6726. That is a growth of 35, which is, again, anything positive is very exciting. And I have posted, why don't I know this? I have posted 1, 2, 3 times so far this month, but I will post this current video that you're watching in March, I believe. So that'll be 4 as well, which is great. Again, going from 0 like a few months ago to now posting regularly a few times a month is excellent. So that is my growth. Yeah, sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, and that is okay. This is objective, neutral tracking. We are not hinging our self-esteem or value or worth on this. I feel like I need to say that every time. This is purely for stats. I just want to know how I am growing every single month. I'm not attaching any value to these numbers at all. I'm not doing the bookkeeping on camera because that's patron, like workshop, no, insider and workshop patron exclusive content. I'm very open with that, with my finances, but not on YouTube. I just want to keep that private. And also, I don't do it on the same day as my monthly reset because the bookkeeping is a mental effort. I don't really want to do it. So I do that on a different day to my monthly plan. But I haven't filled this up. So it is the end of the first quarter now, and I left it so that I would decide if I wanted to fill out what I've done. I may do that on a different day because I think that needs some time to look at my journals to see what I've done. That might take too long. But I think what I would do now is, let me look back at this because we've actually finished our quarter. I might do like a quarterly plan. Maybe I'll make that a separate video because it kind of relates and I can plan out Q2 as we are wrapping up quarter one. But quarter one priorities was stick to consistent YouTube schedule, which I have done, unplanned podcast, interview, and episodes. I've done one interview, which again, I've yet to edit, and I've done one episode. So I'm pretty happy with that. And a shop update, which I have done. Okay, but I might do that, a separate quarterly plan video. And I think now what I'm going to do is plan out the week to week, like break down the month, because yeah, we've got a month plan, but like what exactly am I going to do in the week to week? And I think this is where the whiteboard comes into play. So I'm going to attempt to put the whiteboard on the desk, and I've also got this notepad from Crowne Plaza Hotels and Resorts. This is not mine. I have not stayed here. This is Kevin's, and he printed it on the back of his like legal law notes. So he used to be a lawyer. He's not anymore, but he printed some notes on the back of I don't know why he took this, but he had a conference here for work and he just took it. Anyway, so I've been planning my week on it. This is meant to be like a 1 day plan, but I just adapted this to be like, these are the priorities for the week. And this is the week split up just because I have this and I want to use it. And I just wanted to scribble and use up ugly pens. So I'm using up this blue pen, which I hate, highlighters to cross things out. So if it's highlighted, then it's done. Again, this is terrible. It looks terrible, I know, but it's just a way for me to messily plan. So I think I'm going to use this to plan out the weeks alongside the whiteboard. I don't know how this is all going to fit, but we are going to make that work. There is no way this is going to fit on the table. It is huge. So I will leave that for footage at the end, or I'll just put it in a studio vlog, but I'll do that off camera. But let's just plan out my weeks this way. So I write out the date at the top with this pen I'm trying to use up, this brush pen. The tip is a little bit like, what do you call it? So it's all split, so it's not a very nice clean tip, but let's plan out week of, it's going to be a short-ish week since I'll be in Melbourne, but week of April 1st to the 7th. I love that it starts on the 1st of the month. And then we'll do week of April 8th to the 14th. Week of April 15th to the 21st. Week of April 22nd to the 28th. Sorry, that's my headphones cable dangling. Okay, week of April 29th to May 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, May 5th. Oh, the squeaky sound of the pen is really, it's making me shiver. I still have, that's an old one, but 1, 2. So after that, I only have 2 more left. Wow, that's from 2016. That's how long I've had this for. Oh my lord. Technically it's not mine to use, but I have taken on the responsibility for using up this scrap paper. So that's not bad. Pretty much be done mid-May, but let's split up again the weeks into this. So how did I do it? The first Monday. I need a reference. I keep flipping back. Here's last week's, which I'm about to throw out. Extremely extremely messy, but it worked. It actually worked. My pen was running out. That's how bad it is, but I refuse to throw it out until it's like completely gone. So that's what that is, but let's use that as reference. I left 2 gaps, so then 2nd Tuesday, 3rd Wednesday, 4th Thursday, 5th Friday. Ugh, do I really want to do the rest? I should. Gosh, that's annoying. So it's 8 Monday. Okay, last one. 29th, Monday, 30th, Tuesday, 1st, not Monday, 1st Wednesday, 2nd Thursday, 3rd Friday, 4th Saturday, and 5th Sunday. Okay, that wasn't too bad. I was just being lazy. Alright, I'm gonna write with my crappy blue pen. So this is gonna run out a lot, but we're going to make it work. Sorry in advance for how annoying that's going to get. So, Easter show. I'm not going to do any work. It's my day off. I refuse. I deserve a day off. I have worked so hard these past few weeks and I'm so tired that I really do need the break. Tuesday will be weekly update. And then Wednesday I need to record DD ep. Thursday edit. Oh, there goes the pen. Edit DD app. Oh, I was supposed to write publish. Flight to Melbourne. Oh my god. Like, why is there still ink in this? Why aren't you dead already? I know it's irritating, but I'm so sorry. I'm stubborn like this. I'm determined. I really have this thing with using things up. So I am strangely very determined to stick it out. Okay. Priorities for this week. I mean next week. Stock for market. I would like to stock seconds bundles, more of those, because I had it for the shop update and I didn't think it would sell that well in the shop update, but it has almost sold out. I only have 4 left out of 11. I need to pack workshop the bundles for the workshop for attendees. Ideally that's done, I don't know what to call it, pack workshop sets. Ideally it's done this week, but I'm anticipating that maybe I won't have time, so I'll put that for next week. And the other thing I wanted to do was a week in my journals. I just don't know when. I definitely won't have time to edit that in Melbourne, I'm going to assume, but I think that's all for that week. That's next week. Pack the seconds bundles, record the D-Diary episode. I just don't know if I should write it repeat, like main priorities, and then I've broken it down. I think that's okay like that. So let's do the week after that. Main priority is design notebook, and then market vlog. That's mostly it for that week. I just want this to be like designing the notebook week, because I don't know how long it's going to take and I really want to make sure it's done by the 10th as the final deadline. So I think I will just leave that there, and then the market vlog, and I can come back and fill this out later. But then the week after, again, weekly update. Why is the pen working so well? Oh, I jinxed it. I did say studio tour, maybe. So I assume Declutter Studio so I can actually film it. I need to finish Sticker Club that week. So I want to finish it by the 20th. That means I need to work on it here. I'm just letting myself be super messy with this, so I'm not trying to write very nice. I'm just quite literally scribbling. I like to give myself the whole week to work on it because some sticker clubs are a little bit harder than others, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Just in case I need it, and giving myself that much time means if anything else comes up, then I've got a bit of buffer if I am late as well. And if I want to post a studio tour, I probably would need to record it here, film studio tour, which means actually that either I tidy the studio on the Monday or on the week before, so maybe I will write that actually for the week before. And then this is the week after, no, this is the 3rd week. So then I need to work on the gallery zine. I won't be able to work on it in the week I get back because again, no book week. I may be able to, which is a bonus, but I'll just work on zine. And I think that's it that week. So the week after, I've already completely destroyed this paper. The week after, which I have been scribbling on like crazy, that poor paper, weekly update. And then I was going to post the printable on the Saturday, May printable. And then that was the week I was going to film and post the plan with me. Film, plan, when would I film it? I don't want to film it too early, even though I like getting the video out in the middle of the week for no reason. I just like it. So maybe I'll get the plan with me out on the 28th, which means I can film it maybe on the 25th. All subject to change, but I'm just writing it down so I have a rough plan. And that's it for that week. So that's hopefully very nice and chill. And maybe I'll still be finalizing the gallery zine and, you know, getting that made and getting it sent out. So who knows when the other tasks will start to trickle into the other weeks. So I don't want to overload myself to allow myself some buffer room, but the very last week, which is only 2 days of April, I have a business check-in, which I didn't, I don't know if it's that week or the week before. I think it's the week before. So business check-in. And then the week after, record DD app. And the video this week was the April reading update. Edit and publish DD app on this day. And I believe Sticker Club would come out May Sticker Club. But then that week is pretty much a May week, so I won't worry too much about that. But let me see if I've designated all of these things. Yes, design notebook, gallery zine, market vlog, the May plan with me, the April. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is for the gallery zine was the week before, so I think this is the week I get gallery zine made, get zine made. And then I'm assuming it'll be finished by this week, so ship out zines back to the people that bought those prints. They will get a copy. But that's about it. I think that's a pretty good plan. I'm feeling pretty good about that. I think I need to print on paper bags for the market is another one. This week, I actually need to... It's pretty full already. I didn't prep this week. I'll move it to next week. But I do need to prep prints. Let's say pack. Prep is too vague. Pack prints for gallery. And I still need to figure out how people will buy. Promote gallery piece. And I think I'll post a gallery reel. I do have some footage, so I'll do that. I also should market reel. I think that is a helicopter flying past. And I think that is it. I think that's it. So again, Every time I do this, I just feel like a little bit of a breath of relief. Like I feel like I can breathe now. I know exactly what my week ahead looks like, what the next week looks like, what the month looks like, and I feel like I've covered all my bases. So I think in the last video, I also added everything to my daily. I'm not going to do that this time because I think that takes a really long time and it's really repetitive. It's basically the same thing as what I wrote here, but again, monthly, weekly, daily. It all links up. It all should be the same thing. And again, it all connects to my quarterly and my yearly goals. Everything trickles down. You adjust as you go, but it's all pretty much the same thing. April should be relatively chill. I will work on maybe doing a quarterly plan, but if there's anything you want to see, like if there's anything I didn't really talk about or explain, please let me know. I think I'm pretty open book when it comes to planning for my business stuff. I didn't really mention, but this is planning for my business. I don't really have like personal things to plan because I don't have much of a social life, which I'm okay with. My life is my work and reading. Like my personal life is just reading. So I'm not the type of person that puts birthdays or events because there are no birthdays or events that I really need to put down. Like it's just family, but I have no family stuff in April. Like we're going to see Kevin's mum in Melbourne, but apart from that, there's nothing. There's a wedding coming up in May, but yeah, I'm not a social person. So my plan with me's are very much not appointments or anything. I don't really leave the house. So my plan with me's are very business focused, but that is everything. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you're working alongside me, found it useful as a body doubling video. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for keeping me company while I plan my month ahead, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.